Split elements sounds confusing, might look confusing when you first use them, but not that confusing if you just follow me through, watch what I'm doing and try it out for yourself. Very powerful way to break up layouts if you need a not a one column, two column or three column layout. You can basically split things into multiples. So let me show you because it will make more sense. Let me pop in a one column container. So there's my one column container. Now if I wanted two or three columns, obviously the best way is to put a two or three column container in, but just for the sake of argument, I'm going to want to do more than that. I'm going to go for something like 6 or something like that. So I've got my one column container here. I'll start with the most basic form, one column container, and stick in a split element. And that splits the container, or it basically gives me two columns inside that one. It's a container inside a container. And if I delete my original element, I'm now stuck with my one column container, but I've actually got a split element. I've got two columns inside of it, so I've split it into two. And I can actually carry on and split that again and split that again to come down to 4, and I'll just delete those at the top there to leave me with 4, and for the hell of it I'll split it again and delete that, and now I've got there. Okay, so I've got one there, I've got one across the side, and then I've got my overall one column container right at the top. So I'm just splitting it down and down and down. And I'm just going to number these because I want to demonstrate something, and numbers will make it easier for me to do so. So, first of all, important point, just in case you skip off the video because this is the important bit. If I wanted to edit that container there, which I've put inside, another one inside my original one, I can click on that and that's fine. If I want to go up here, I can actually I can get to that one. And I can get to that one, but I can't get to the one right at the top, my overall container, because I've got these ones getting in the way. Not a problem, because if I edit any of these containers, here I can edit parent container. So if you think of these as parents and children, you know, one inside the other, I can go up a level. So I can go to this container's parent, and you can see it's now highlighting that one there, and if I go up again, it's now highlighting the whole container where I started from. So I can now, for example, bring the whole lot down, and then I can go back and I can maybe just change the background color of that one, and I can change the background color. Well, I'll leave it like that. You can see how it works. So it's a very important point there to be able to go back up a level, because if I'm editing this container, it's just that split one. You know, I can change that as much as I want. But if I want to go right back to the start, I can't on the face of it, and that's where this click on a container, edit the parent container, takes me up a level, and you can see it's now highlighted on the screen, so I can do something to the, you know, it as an overall. Maybe I could put some space in there, for example, and put some colour inside. Yeah, for example, so I can move up and down the containers. That's essentially it. The numbers I put in, because I want to show you what happens on mobile. Just like any containers and columns, they drop underneath each other. Okay, so the order is, you know, on desktop you read them left to right, like that, left to right, and on mobile they all drop under each other, one underneath the other, so they're nice and responsive. And that's split containers, so have a play with them, because actually they're quite powerful, and they do allow you to do some odd things, you know, like this, where you can then, you know, put basically containers inside containers. So that's split elements.